what we know now is Wall Street can bring down Main Street. And frankly, I'm going to tell you, it's a little scary.
Your company is now bankrupt. Our economy is in a state of crisis.
Did you mislead your investors? And I remind you, sir, you're under oath.
In your testimony today, right here, right now, you continue to deflect personal responsibility.
I mean, I'm going to be blunt here. People want to know if you defrauded investors.
That should be a yes or no, sir.
You don't seem to acknowledge that you did anything wrong.
You know, we talk about what happened at Lehman, and we talk about whose fault and why wasn't I on it. And my employees, my shareholders, creditors, clients have taken a huge amount of pain. I wake up every single night thinking, what could I have done differently? This is a pain that will stay with me for the rest of my life. That's all.
There were storms of protest coast to coast today, marking 2 months since the beginning of the Occupy demonstrations. Organizers called this a national day of action. In Los Angeles, several hundred protesters marched through downtown. At least 24 were arrested. In Portland, Oregon, protesters held a sit-in on the Steel Bridge before police dragged them off. And in Washington, they targeted the Key Bridge, blocking traffic for a time. The biggest rally was in New York City, where it all began, and Jim Axelrod is with those demonstrators tonight. Jim?
Well, Scott, organizers promised tens of thousands of demonstrators disrupting business as usual here in New York. Frankly, we've seen a fraction of that number, closer to 1,000. It got bloody in Lower Manhattan today as police arrested more than 175 protesters. In Zuccotti Park, a police officer was slashed in a confrontation with a demonstrator. Buddy Bolton was a witness.
And the police just stormed in and started grabbing people and throwing people to the ground.
We are the 99%!
To mark 2 months since the start of the Occupy Wall Street
Breaking news tonight, the coronavirus forcing millions more Americans into virtual lockdown. Over 75 million people in New York, California, Illinois, and Connecticut ordered to stay at home. The U.S. borders to Mexico and Canada set to close to non-essential travel. A spring break crackdown. Florida communities closing beaches. In Europe, the crisis growing.
Usually it's the guy you're talking about.
One of those rear announcer jinxes. Here's Brady's pass. It's Gronkowski. Back again. The biggest tandem for touchdowns now in postseason history. The old Patriots.
Guys, if you enjoyed the content today, please do me a favor. Smash that like button and hit subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. And as always, before I let you go, here's a little taste of what I call diversity. Spread love, people. It's the Boston way. I'm the Massalorian, and I'm out.